guys, it's Kendra and Dustin, and we are back with another episode of Stillwater. Sometimes I try to pronounce it like how it Stillwater. Does that make sense? But anyway, previously, if you missed the last episode, you really should catch up because the plot is slowly thickening. But I honestly don't hate the speed that we're gaining the knowledge. It's a little slow, but I feel like it's true to a good thriller. You know what I mean?
I definitely feel like it's once stuff starts happening, it's going to go
one after another. Yeah, we're finally at the, I guess, haunted Mortimer Manor. It was a manor, right? Yes. So yeah, we're where the action is happening. It seems. Hugo appears to be a little bit psychic and is definitely picking up on some, I guess you'd call it,
well, he's
malicious?
At least he's picking up on something, whether it's
it seems
psychic
malicious.
Ability or
right, or just really heightened,
like his detective-y skills,
right,
trying to fill in the blanks,
which
something.
is something people can do. In case you didn't know. They're just really good at scanning things subconsciously sometimes without meaning to. I think it's called cold reading people. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, what magicians do.
Yeah, they do it on purpose though. Sometimes people do it just like without meaning to.
Well, I mean, some people get into it.
Because they're good at it? That's true.
They're able to do it subconsciously.
Right. I got into it for my work. But I'm not a magician. Could you imagine if I was a magician? That'd be fun. Ta-da! But anyway, so yeah, it appears like there's something definitely happening. However, we're not quite sure if it's the house itself or if it's just because of the family. Or in my opinion, I'm worried that it might be following, I guess, Nina. So, we'll have to wait and see. But we are in the house, and it seems like something might be going down soon. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to stay the night, but it seemed like Nina said that stuff happens at night, so I feel like we kind of have to, right?
Yeah, I feel like we were hired to protect the grandfather. And so,
around the clock, right?
So that would imply that we're staying there.
And this is a huge house, so I'm sure they got a guest room somewhere. It's a huge house. It's really cool looking. But yeah, so that's where we left off, and let's see how spooky the Mortimer family manor gets. Bracing themselves, they enter the dimly lit drawing room. Okay, you know they're fancy if they call it the drawing room. At first glance, Hugo could not discern the silhouette situated at the far corner. The only sparse lighting from the window pierces through a fraction of the room's darkness. However, as they approach closer to the silhouette, Hugo now understands the reason for all of Nina's unsettling vagueness. Grandfather, we have guests. Why, what's up with Ooh, that's not normal. That's not normal. Your eyes don't glow like... Wait! Also, is it just me or was he young? Sitting on the armchair is a very young man, not much older than Hugo or Noah. Hey, look at that. So he is young. Okay, it's not just me. Is he a vampire? The eyes seem...
Does he possess a family member?
Can possession change the way that they look? Oh, wait, you mean grandfather possesses somebody? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Whoa. What? Okay, so then grandpa would be the ghost?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. So then who's this guy? Oh my gosh, imagine it's like, congratulations, you're the new heir, and then that means you get possessed by the original, like, family creator. That sounds like, that's a horror movie. Somebody make that, if it's not already a thing. Okay. He's dressed modestly and shares none of the imposing presence of the manor. I don't know. He seems pretty imposing to me, personally. If I saw that guy, I would be intimidated. No.
Nah, I think I could take him.
Okay. Whatever. Dustin's just, hi, nice to meet you. I'm over here like, rather, such luxury does not even remotely reflect on the man before them at all. It is as if the flow of time has stopped only for him, while the rest had continued unchanging drastically without him. Just like the letter, timeless, delicate, and jarringly out of place. Staring only at the window, the young man sits there, dazed with little acknowledgement of the people around him. Still, motionless, like a doll. I don't like that, actually. Let's not compare people to dolls. That makes me uncomfortable. It's a person! Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. Okay, and also, Nina, like, what the heck? Like, that's like a really weird detail to leave out, right? Like, everyone, unless this guy has an amazing skincare, this is weird. This is Detective Laurent and his two assistants, Colby and Noah. They're going to help us. I don't think he's going to talk. Even after introducing them to the head of the Mortimer estate, Hugo and Noah could not help but feel unnerved. Yeah, I think I know why. The man before them is supposed to be frail and older than any of them. And yet, here he remains, forever unchanging, forever young. Did a song just pop into your head? Because it did for me as soon as I read that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They've come a long way, so I'll be making some tea. Would you like some, Grandpa? He does not reply back, nor does he glance at Nina or anyone else in the room. Only fixates his gaze on the rain, nothing else. Does he normally talk? I'll be sure to make a cup for you too. She then timidly gestures to Hugo and Noah back to the foyer. Bearing more questions, the two follow Nina outside. But before they leave the drawing room, Hugo takes one last look at the young man. There is an all too familiar air about Henry Mortimer. His eyes, they're similar to his own. I guess he does have green eyes. Whatever he must be longing for, Hugo knows it will never end well.
Nina, that man.
Yes, he's my grandfather. When I asked you to watch over. Okay, also, if this was a real thing, like, I don't quite know what year this is in, you know? Like, given the phone and the car and stuff, I'm not entirely sure, like, what decade it's supposed to be in, I guess. Mm-hmm. But rich people have been trying to figure out the, like, secret to eternal youth for forever. Not just rich people.
No, everyone.
Everyone. So you're telling me, like, no one has come here being like, hey, can I, like, study your grandpa? Or, like, maybe not even ask, because that's literally, like, people are obsessed with that. Like, the whole, was a fountain of youth.
Fountain of youth, the elixir of life.
Yeah. I definitely feel like people would be all up in here trying to figure out what's up with your grandpa and how they can replicate it.
A bunch of apples.
Really?
Yeah, the
I only
like
know,
in
like,
mythology.
The apple, you know, the Garden of Eden, and then the one apple from Troy. But that wasn't, I don't think that was for youth.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I thought it was just here who's the prettiest person.
But yes, she tossed it in for the prettiest person, but
right.
The apples keep the gods young.
Oh, Oh,
The
really?
golden apples, yeah.
So if they don't eat them, do they die?
Or they get old.
Huh. Oh, I don't know that. I
No,
just
and
thought they
then
were forever young.
Also, there's a similar thing in Norse mythology where Idun keeps apples that keep the gods young, that she gives around.
An apple a day does keep the doctor away.
And then I think there's a number of other European cultures that have
I did not know that.
that are associated with youth.
The more you know. Well, apparently here it's fish because the Mortimers were a fishing company. So, get your omega-3s. Anyway, I know this is hard to believe, but Nina draws something out of her pocket. It's an old picture of a handsome man with slicked back hair, wearing the finest of suits. The gentleman in the picture has a different air to him, one of wealth and power, none of which reflects at all on the current Henry Mortimer, except for his, face, right? It's as almost as if looking at two different people. I don't know if that's true. He looks kind of grumpy in the picture. He looks kind of, not that interested in anything in his chair. This isn't much to go by, but believe me, they're the same person. And why does he look so young? It happened a few nights ago. Oh, that's why people haven't been studying your grandpa. This is a recent occurrence. That's concerning. I see why the caretaker was, freaked out. Besides all the, creepy stuff. Oh, so Grandpa's possessed. Maybe by Lewis? And that's why he looks young again? Maybe Lewis died when he was younger, and now he's possessing Grandpa?
Well, let's see.
That's my theory right now. Anyway. It happened a few nights ago. I was on my way to get a cup of water when I heard a loud thud coming from my grandfather's room. I was worried that something fell over, so I went to go check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. I rushed to help him up, but when I did, he looked so different. He wore the same clothes that my grandpa wore that night, and his face, I recognized his face. He looked younger. So many things were rushing through my head at that moment, and yet I knew he felt familiar to me. I know this sounds... I know it sounds bizarre the more I talk about it, but that's what happened. I mean, is it possible someone broke in and just, a long-lost family member, perhaps, kidnapped Grandpa and put his clothes on? It was also the same night I found that letter. It was next to him, already opened. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes me feel like Grandpa is possessed by whatever was in that letter, then jumped into him? Maybe. Sorry again for all of this. No matter who I went to, they either said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right. The pools of water, the letter, Lewis, and now this? I've been ignoring the signs for years and just blindly hoping things can get better if I try finding solutions on my own, but that's not enough anymore. Maybe my family really is cursed.
No, they're not. Curses aren't real.
Detective?
I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of thing exists. Truth, the ones who fixate on it make it their reality. Rumors, doubts, lies, all those things are what they want to become real. Deep-rooted emotions like that can't possibly be healed or fixed right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them.
I see. So it's like if you believe something, you'll start seeing it or whatever, or you'll start seeing it in things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's easier.
Personally, I think you're caught up in all this. But I assure you, we'll see this through.
But if it isn't supernatural, then the only thing that does make sense is that other theory I tossed out, that somebody, I don't know, kidnapped Grandpa and switched places with him.
Or Nina still isn't telling us the truth.
And what, that's like her brother or something?
Mm.
Or cousin, I guess.
For you and Mr. Mortimer.
Thank you.
Good. Now our first priority is to find out more about Lewis. It's also interesting that all the paintings or photos are covered.
Oh, I didn't even know. Good job. I didn't even know. We should go to an escape room. Anyway, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, normally I've heard of covering mirrors when like a death happens, but never covering a painting. I don't think that ever has any kind of spooky thing to it.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it's brought up.
Yes, it's here.
Do you mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll be sure to give it back.
Of course, but what are you going to do with
Did I
it?
read the sentence beforehand? I feel like we missed something.
What do you mean?
We started talking, and then I was like,
Nina, do you have it? I said yes.
I don't think we read this sentence.
Yeah, you did. I think you did.
I don't know. I feel it. I don't know.
It's fine. I'll just... There we go. I searched everything on the letter, and I still couldn't come up with any clues.
I'll be using it as a reference, or a guide, if you will. I'm afraid I can't discuss too much the process. Trade secret and all.
Is it actually, or I wonder if he's weary of who's listening? Yeah, of course.
I'm thinking he doesn't trust Nina.
I don't think he thinks that she's a bad guy. Do you? I just feel like, because of what he said earlier at the beginning, that he believes she thinks that she's telling the truth, but he definitely feels like she's not telling him everything.
Yeah, I think that's still the thing he's getting from her.
Yeah, but I don't think he thinks that she's behind all this. I think he just thinks that she's not sharing with the class everything she could be sharing.
We'll have to see.
Well, how they're saying.
I'll check upstairs. No, you and Colby check the ground floor.
Okay. Got it. Before they leave to do their own investigations, Hugo grabs a hold of Noah's shoulder. He leans... no, sorry. He leans in close enough for Nina not to hear.
Keep it on, Mr. Mortimer and Nina.
Never mind, he doesn't trust her.
Especially Nina.
He doesn't trust her, I take it back.
Don't want her to be dragged any more than she already is.
So he does. Okay, he doesn't trust her, but I don't think he still sees her as a victim. It seems like.
So whatever happens, keep her safe.
Yeah. You. Fine, but remember, yell for me, okay?
I know. Thank you, Noah. I'm counting on you.
Is Noah like the muscle of the group?
You too, boy.
Colby. If anything happens to Colby. The final nod at them, Hugo goes towards the staircase and heads upstairs. Noah stares for a moment longer at Hugo's back before he disappears into the first floor.
Oh, are we going to follow Noah?
He then turns to look at Colby. Colby, what is it, boy? Well, it's time we get to work. Right, Colby? We get to pick! Okay, I'm gonna save just because I don't know if this somehow might impact something.
I'm guessing if we're going to actually be investigating.
Okay, start investigation.
Turns into a point click.
Oh, wait, is this? Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. Use the arrows to move to different areas.
What did it say before?
Will it say in history?
No. Can you close the menu? Ah!
I can't close the menu.
Scroll back on the scroll wheel.
Nope.
Other direction.
Oh! Okay. Okay. I thought... okay, anyway. Can I not? Okay. The objective is to look around the area for objects to proceed story? Proceed story. That's a weird way of saying
They
it.
forgot the.
Oh! Use the arrow key... use the arrows or the arrow keys to move to different areas. Okay, so I can use these. Oh, I can touch Colby.
Can we pet the dog?
Can we pet the dog? Outlines will appear on a clickable object. On the top right is a hint button. Click it and it will highlight an object you missed. Oh, we can't use it. We have to avoid using it. Cool. Oh, look at her. Gotta click on Colby. Does that mean yes?
I think so.
He's such a good boy. Okay. Is there anything in here? It said it would highlight. Okay. So we could go talk to Grandpa, but I feel like maybe we shouldn't do that yet. And we're playing as Noah. Can we look around? Maybe we should look around first.
So we're going about this as Dr. Watson.
Yeah. Though I don't know if Noah really gives off a Dr. Watson vibe, does he? Noah's the fun one.
Not quite. I mean, Watson was the fun one.
Is he?
He goes to parties. He gets married 3 times.
Okay, so... Okay. So we can go back and forth. But so we got a bookcase looking thing, the flower pot, phone. Is there more rooms this way? No. Okay, so it's literally just right here. Interesting.
Nothing clickable over there. That's interesting.
I know.
At least maybe not until we've progressed further.
Well, that is the end of today's episode. I'm excited. We're getting to the fun part. I don't know. I definitely stand by what I said. So I don't think that Hugo trusts Nina. But I do think that he thinks that she's not involved in whatever tomfoolery is going on. Whatever is afoot, Nina's foot is not in. I was trying to make a joke there, and I don't think it works. But anyway. But I definitely think that she's not telling us something. And I don't know what it is.
Unless he's doing the double bluff thing, or whatever it's called, where he's lying to his allies so that his allies can't accidentally reveal something to the...
Maybe. But Nina wasn't at the house.
Both Sherlock and Poirot do that in
in the books.
The books.
Yeah. And I guess technically the movies. But the only thing is Nina wasn't at the house. She could be working with other people, I guess. I don't know. It's definitely weird. I don't know if it's going to be supernatural or not. As of right now, though, Hugo wants us to think realistically. So, realistically, that can't be her grandpa.
Yeah.
So then, who's that guy?
Because, the another reason for the pictures to be covered would be to point it so that they can't tell that there's a lack of family resemblance.
Right, but why would Nina do that?
Well, what if they're the Lewis family? They're trying to claim back the fortune since there's no...
And they're lying and saying they're the Mortimers?
Yeah.
Maybe.
They're trying to claim themselves to be the heirs.
But then why bring in a detective?
To gain legitimacy?
Maybe. I guess that would make sense of why she didn't hire somebody locally.
Yeah.
Because obviously I would assume a local detective might be like, the Mortimers didn't have anyone named Nina or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know, but I'm interested to find out. So I'm very, very much excited for and looking forward to playing more of Stillwater. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series because I freaking am. And if you are and you want to try playing the game for yourself, there should be a link in the description below. I highly recommend you check it out because so far I am loving this game. So please go and show Studio...
Clump?
I don't know. What did you say it was?
I thought it was Clump.
Some love by clicking the link in the
But every
description.
time you are like...
I hand it off to you.
I start to doubt myself.
No, you got it. But yeah, definitely check it out if you like this. And if you have your own theories of what you think might be afoot, feel free to comment down below and let us know. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe it turns out Colby is actually the mastermind behind this entire scheme. Lies, because he's a good boy and he wouldn't do that. You're wrong. But anyway, yeah, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. Or you could always come and talk to us live. We stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're not streaming this specific game. Odds are when you see this, we're either working on Amanda or we're in between games at this point. I don't know. But if you are ever curious to what we're streaming, we do upload all of the VODs over to our YouTube channel, which you guys are on right now, I would assume. So you can always get a sneak peek before coming to a stream so that you know what we're working on over there before coming. Obviously, it doesn't need to be related to this at all. We would just love to have a chat with you, regardless of what we're playing. Don't worry, though, if live stream is not your thing. Like I said, just stay on YouTube and drop it in the comments. We do respond to pretty much every single comment we see. All we ask is if you do check out the game, no spoilers. Because, that's no fun. Don't be lame. Otherwise, go ahead and check out the other games that we have available. If you like this kind of art style, we do have one other game that we played by this studio. However, it's not quite as moody, I guess. It's much more fun. Much more lighthearted, kind of silly situations, but kind of still a detective if you think about it. Called...
Someone stole my lunch.
Yes. I don't know why. I never remember it. I always want to say, where is my lunch? And I always know that's wrong. But that is the only other one that we've played by this game creator, and it is pretty freaking entertaining. So, I highly recommend you check it out. But honestly, all of the games we play are very entertaining, if I do say so myself. We have a number of games that are kind of like this, with either puzzle games, visual novels, spooky things. So, if that is up your alley, we got you. If you want a sneak peek of the various games that we have available, you can always go to our TikTok, our YouTube Shorts, or our Instagram Reels. Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. Do whatever you feel like doing. We will appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!